Well, hi, everyone. I'm glad I got to go after Director Nguyen because she adjusted the mic for me, so thank you for that. Good morning, everyone. As your Chair of Human Services, Labor, and Economic Development, it is my distinct honor to be introducing Director Beto Yarce before us today. Now, Beto Yarce is a business executive, an entrepreneur, a nonprofit and public sector leader dedicated to advancing economic equity and entrepreneurship with over 15 years of experience driving growth and impact across all sectors. Now, from his days as a solo immigrant entrepreneur, word on the street is you could buy the most gorgeous jewelry from him. From his time leading at Ventures to his time leading the Small Business Administration's regional office, Director Yarce has always put his expertise and experience to work in service of community. His generosity and civic mindedness have already delivered so much value to our community. And in the past few months, I've been able to work directly with Director Yarce, and I've been so impressed by the depth and breadth of knowledge of the whole spectrum of our city's economic climate. And I've been even more impressed by his understanding of the human factor at the foundation of everything we do on the policy front. I also want to note how much excitement has been in community about Director Yarce coming into this particular role. I know we've received a number of community letters from key organizations really celebrating his coming into this role. And I want to also highlight even our committee appointment process where my colleagues who sit on the Human Services, Labor, and Economic Development Committee were teaching me things about Beto's work, from the amazing leadership throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. It was really incredible to see the excitement on the committee, just championing everything that you've already done for our community. The goal of economic development is not about improving metrics on a spreadsheet. It's about expanding opportunities for everyone in Seattle to thrive here. And our small businesses are more than a livelihood for Seattle's entrepreneurs. It's their whole lives. And Director Yarce gets that. And so I'm excited to see where we go as a city with Director Yarce at the helm of our Office of Economic Development. And with that, I'd like to invite Director Beto Yarce to the podium to share his remarks. Thank you.
Wow, I just feel so honored for the introduction. Do I really need to do a remarks after that? So, well, I want to start with a thank you for all our public servants, all the elected officials that are in the room that serve our city, our state, our county. And it's just wonderful to collaborate with you for all those 20 years that I've been here in Seattle. So thank you for your support, especially to Mayor Wilson for trusting me in this work that I'm just always been dreaming about serving for the city. I try in multiple ways as an outsider. As you remember, I ran for office in 2018. I always trying to kind of figure out how I get to OED, and I made it. So I feel like I just did it. So I'm feeling so proud as I was just listening to all these wonderful leaders, and I'm just looking to the window and seeing the pride flag there. I feel like how I got here. So as someone who was immigrating from Mexico in 2003 with a tourist visa and a lot of dreams, and starting my own business with only $250 selling jewelry at farmers markets in Fremont, how I was able to get here, how I was able to navigate the system. It was very complicated, I will say, and then just the opportunity start getting there for me to get where I am today. I feel like the city is in a really pivotal time for me to kind of share my knowledge and how I want to continue just sharing those experiences that I just have. And I reached my American dream with an incredible community that I have my back. Many of you are here. This not happens by accident. It happens by community and by a tribe. And I really appreciate all those members of my community that I have just been there for me to achieve what I have been achieved. we are not finishing, and I'm gonna need your help to continue making impact. So I really, really, really need that you are part of this. The city of Seattle is at an important moment, a chance to reset and build a future where we continue making progress as a region to a more equitable economy that works for everyone. And I'm so committed for that. I've been doing it for 20 years in multiple sectors, and now I have the opportunity to do it at the city. It's time for us to kind of build that equitable economy that works for everybody. I understand very well that the economy is an ecosystem. We need a thriving small business sector. From small businesses that that's what I have done all my career. You have a very special part in my heart. I will continue advocating and doing everything that you need for supporting those small businesses, removing barriers, how do we create more programs, how we're more creative, how do we use our resources in a much better way. We are already doing some of that. The Office of Economic Development is doing an amazing work, and we have a really good suite of programs, but it's time for us to also expand. I know how hard it is to run a small business, and I also understand how hard it is for those who are being underserved. They are BIPOC, Black, Indigenous people of color. I am one of them, and I know how hard it was for me, and I'm committed to do this work. At the same time, I am here to kind of work in an ecosystem. We can do better when we work all together. Mid-sized business, large businesses, we all have to come together to the table to solve the challenges that our city is facing. And I'm committed to do that by bringing people together. My mom always said, food brings people together. And that's part of my culture. And that's what I want to do, to bring everybody in Seattle to come together and work together to solve the big issues that we have. I want to also add that the small business are the backbone of the economy. On my previous job, we have all the data. They really confirm that all small business create jobs, create the backbone, vibrancy on our neighborhoods, public safety. And that's what I'm really dedicated to do the best possible to continue supporting you. We are in a vital moment in this time in our city to reset. And when I say that, if you look into history of our city, in multiple times, we've been able to reset. We have listened a lot of challenges that we're facing. At the same time, it's time for us to diversify our economy. And how can we do the diversification of our economy? Is start building infrastructure and resources to our key industries, like, for example, clean energy that we've been talking about, clean jobs, maritime, infrastructure, workforce development, so creative economy, all the things that we do in my office, and I'm dedicated on how do we expand to that. The last thing that I want to add is how lucky I am to be able to collaborate with an amazing team. All my OED team that is here, you guys are talented, smart, creative, resourceful, curious. I've been learning so much in the last 90 days from you, and I'm just looking forward to continue collaborating and learning from all of you, because you are amazing. You are public servants, and then you show up every day in the needs of our economy. I will just finish with the congratulations to all my colleagues, all directors. I'm really looking forward to collaborate with you. You are amazing leaders, and we are gonna make this city much better. And my last thing, just a little commercial. I don't know if you have heard that we just launched the World Cup yesterday. So my team is really leading a lot of those activations, and I really hope that you can enjoy this very, very magical moment in our city. And con eso me despido y les deseo muy bonito Friday y muchas gracias. I feel like I'm getting married.
All right. Are you ready?
I am ready. Can we do it in Spanish? Just kidding.
All right. Just repeat after me. I, Beto Yarce,
Hi, Beto Yarce.
swear that I possess
Swear that I possess
all of the qualifications
all the qualifications
prescribed in the Seattle City Charter
prescribed on the Seattle City Charter
and the Seattle Municipal Code
and Seattle Municipal Code
for the position
for the position
of the Director of the Office of Economic Development,
of the Director of the Office of Economic Development,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Washington,
the Constitution of the State of Washington,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Seattle,
and the Charter of Ordinance of the City of Seattle,
and that I will faithfully conduct myself
and the faithful conduct myself
as the Director
as the Director
of the Department of
of the
Economic
Department of the
Development.
Office of Economic Development. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to get your pen.
We are definitely getting married. Like, we're nervous. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.